Hello, Jess here with the very first online library resources tutorial video. So, the idea for this series of videos is just to provide you with some brief tutorials that will hopefully show you by visual aid how you can utilize your library card online. We want you to get the most out of it. So, today we're going to discuss something that we've actually talked about before. I've done a little tutorial on it for my homeschool support videos, but I think it's really worth talking about again. So, we're going to talk about educational resources, and I'm going to break it down into little bite sized kind of pieces of information, and hopefully, you'll be able to use it. Okay. So, to find what we're going to be discussing, you're going to go to berkslibraries.org. And whether you go to our main page, which is what you're looking at right now, or if you are visiting a specific library page as part of berkslibraries.org, either way, you're going to always find this toolbar here at the top. Okay. So it's very easy to find. You'll go to ebooks and more and ebooks and more. Here, of course, you find the resources for ebooks and audiobooks, of course. You've got uh, Overdrive slash Libby, how to sign up for those and access them. I also want to mention EBSCO ebooks, which is a way to read directly online, whether it's nonfiction, fiction, if you're doing research or interested in a subject, or you're just looking for a good read. This is yet another resource available to you to utilize these free ebooks. Okay. But what we're going to talk specifically about is a couple things that are part of Power Library: BookFlix, TrueFlix, and Gale. So first, let's take a look at BookFlix. For BookFlix and TrueFlix, which are both resources for kids, you're going to be prompted to provide your library card number, and that's it. That's how you get started. So then you'll be directed to this page. So we'll take a look here, and you'll see that typically what BookFlix is doing is pairing books together. And you'll see a variety of subject. We're talking for mostly younger children. For instance, here you can see books about ABCs and 1, 2, 3s, and on into the younger elementary school years. So we use this pretty often, me and my son. And what you'll see is it's pairing books together. Oftentimes it's a fiction book and a nonfiction book. Almost always that's how it is. So let's see. You've got the very cute book, Bear Snores On, where you can watch the story in an animated fashion. You can also then read the book, which is a nonfiction, A Bear Cub Grows Up. And then you have the option to do fun things like puzzles, word matches, fact or fiction, which came first. And if you wanted to bring your learning even further, you can dive deeper here. And when you click on Explore the Web, as it mentions, there's a little disclaimer here that this is directing you to third-party sites. So, it's directing you there. They don't have control over those sites. However, what I love about this is that obviously it's pointing you in the direction of the information that you are interested in. So I don't have to be concerned about my son Googling things and what options may present themselves. Instead, he knows he can go right here to explore the web, and he has multiple different resources available to him with more information presented in many different ways. Sometimes it will be something like a video, or a brochure or an activity book or an online activity. There's all different kinds of fun things. So that's BookFlix. It's very cool. TrueFlix, you'll see, is geared towards children that are a little bit older, elementary school, middle school, possibly early high school, but probably not. So I think it's a little bit more simplistic for that. But you'll see it's laid out pretty similar. Let's go to Animal Kingdom, and you can choose what you want to read about here. Do birds. So you'll be able to, again, watch it. So you'll get to watch a cool video. You can read the book. Right here online. And then again, there's different activities such as a little quiz to show what you learned, a word match. Many of them also have project ideas of a way that you can take what you learned even further. And also the explore the web option. Again, these are third-party sites, but they are pointing you in the right direction. Lots of information there. So there you go. That's TrueFlix. It's a very cool tool. We use this, both BookFlix and TrueFlix, very often in our homeschool program. All right. It's especially good for spontaneous learning because it's always there available to you. So if my son has a question about something, I don't have to wait to visit the library or place something on hold. I can just log right on, and we have lots of resources available immediately. All right, so next we're going to talk about Gale eBooks. Gale eBooks is a resource that has some encyclopedias and reference materials available. And you can see here the different subjects. These are full encyclopedias. Again, super helpful. They're pretty specific, and it's probably not something that you have in your home, in your personal library. So it's great that you have access to this at any time if you're doing a research project. You have a student that's doing a research project. It keeps things nice and simple and very accessible. There you go. So that is BookFlix, TrueFlix, and Gale eBooks. Hopefully you found this helpful. Look out for our next online resource tutorial video that will be coming to you next Friday. Thanks.